let's get going. So what we're going to do here is we're going to pretend like this is just a regular episode. I'm going to snap into it, and we're going to party. And then once we get going a little bit, Nestor, go ahead and put that link in the chat. Nestor's going to put the link in the chat. If you want to call in, get ready. Go through the video like a normal vid, and then I'll take some callers. You could talk some shit. So just imagine you're watching a regular video of mine, but now you get to call in and talk shit with me. That's basically what we're doing. Anyways, let's party. Hold on. I got to snap in here. Hold on. There we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Maria. All right, we sound good. This one's by FLA. It's called The Party Is Over for Millennials. All right.
What's up, brothers? Hope everyone's doing well out there.
That's the best.
Yeah, there's something I've been wanting to talk about, but it's been a little bit difficult for me to put it into words. But somebody has to say it, and that is that the party's over for millennials. A lot of people don't realize it. And I think that's why when you scroll through your timeline, you see a lot of doomers. You see a lot of people talking about their different grievances when it comes to politics or women, or
sex.
If it's a female channel, maybe they're talking about men, or
oh yeah,
some sort of social issue. You see all these people expressing their grievances. You could just say they're complaining on the internet.
Basically.
And they all typically tend to be people between the ages of 28 and 43, I would say, millennials. And somebody has to tell them the party's over, right? So let me start with this. At 11:59 p.m. on December 31st, 2019, the party ended. Do you remember what the world was like in 2019? If you're a millennial, even if you're not, if you're a Gen Z, the party never started.
Losers.
But if you're a millennial or older, do you remember the way the world was in 2019?
Can you pause it for a second?
I remember it very vividly.
What's wrong?
And it's not rosy retrospect.
Guys, is the volume low?
What's wrong?
So a few people are saying that.
Do I need to crank up his volume?
Guys, how's the guy's volume?
Well, your volume's always low.
No, it's they're talking. I think they're talking about his.
Was his volume too low? What's up? Let's get this fixed. Right, hold on.
It's Gucci. Volume is fine. All right, sorry.
Well, now I feel like it's going to be entirely too loud because I just raised it up a shit ton after you said that. All right, Nestor's ruining the whole show,
I'm
guys.
so sorry, guys.
This is just no, dude. I was trying to have a good time, and
Sorry.
No, the party's over now. Thanks, bro.
It's legitimate. I remember going to the gym 6 days a week, bench pressing 315, higher than that sometimes, squatting and deadlifting 405.
That's impressive. He's going somewhere, okay, besides the gym stuff.
All the hot girls smiling and waving at me.
Oh, yeah.
Fist bumping my bro at the gym. We lived a high testosterone lifestyle. Millennials were very into gym culture. If it fits your macros, bodybuilding.com. Some people did CrossFit. These are all buzzwords for millennials. Just like beer pong or calling your girlfriend bae, B-A-E. Girls wearing leggings and Uggs.
Yeah.
These are millennial things, right? But back in that time period, I would say anytime before 2019, anytime before the end of 2019, we didn't care about politics.
No.
Yeah, I know the Trump train came through in 2016, but some people were excited and some people were pissed off, but we didn't care about your politics. You could go to a party and you'd have people on the left, people on the right. Nobody's concerned with politics. You're concerned with playing beer pong, bonging beers, and, hooking up with some chick. right? That's the way we were. We would find ways to get along with people. We would find common interests, and we didn't care if we disagreed on things.
I will agree with that. I don't know about the gym stuff. I really didn't get into the gym. I did for a little bit. Probably should go. But the politics thing, I've talked about this with Nestor before. It's kind of like a sporting event now. That's kind of weird. Anybody who wants to call in, also the link is in the chat. I'm gonna drop that one more time for you. Maybe that's always been a thing, the politics stuff, but I don't remember it being that.
It used to be more so like that was, you guys were kind of quiet about it. Like it wasn't a part of your personality.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's definitely like you could replace a political event with basketball and it's almost the same thing. Yeah. Like that's definitely fucking new for sure. But something else I wanted to bring up for a second was, this was something I was thinking about. Hold on, I want to bring this up. Let me bring this up. So like in the 2000 to 2010, I really was thinking about this. I want to break it down for you. You guys remember Jersey fucking Shore? You guys remember this? Okay, Nestor, were you too young for this? These people were literally like uber famous, these people, in like 2009. I was like 18, 19. And these guys were literally just alcoholics who just partied and they're just getting famous. And this was like the biggest thing in the world. Were you too young for this?
This wasn't allowed in my household.
Oh, well, okay. Well, this was like, I remember thinking to myself, I can't believe how popular this is. And it was entertaining. The first season, I was even caught up in it. Like my girlfriend was like, the Jersey Shore. And then it's kind of just so ridiculous. It was funny. Not to mention, like half of these people, like this dude went to prison. He was addicted to like Oxycontin and shit. Like some of them are successful and all that. But just paint you a picture. It's 2009 here. Okay. I was thinking about the 2000 to 2010. What a weird time that was. Now let's go to the beginning of the decade here. Fucking Jackass, guys. So in 2000, Jackass becomes just stupid popular. Okay. This is what we were worried about, guys. Was what the fuck is Steve-O gonna do next?
You said this is when the mega retard.
Yeah, this is like the invention of like being stupid, and I could get famous from being stupid. Okay. Now the first Jackass I thought was like cool. I was like, it's a little, some of it was a little much for me. But after that, I kind of didn't pay attention to it. But I want to just paint a picture here. Okay. Cause now it's, I just feel like it was such a weird time to be alive. It went from Jackass and it peaked to these fucking people. This was top tier shit, guys. Now everything's a reality show, right? Maybe not everybody's an alcoholic or a pillhead, but this is kind of, I'm going somewhere with this. Also, not to mention the music. Here's something I want to kind of point out. This is what was being played all throughout, from Jackass to Jersey Shore. I'm painting a picture here. I hope we're following. Jackass to Jersey Shore. This is what was playing in between. Okay? Promiscuous girl. Wherever you are, I'm all alone. I even know the words. That's how sick this is. Okay? I'm going to take some callers here in a moment. Okay? Let's see what else we got. Get Low. Little John and the East Side Boys. That's great. Get Your Freak On. Missy Elliott. Remember, this is all going on during, in between Jackass and Jersey Shore. Toxic. There was a song about being toxic. Okay? Man Eater. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I just wanted to bring up a couple, and your mind will probably wander. But I just want to bring that up for one moment. Oh, my bad. I just want to bring that up for a moment, guys. Just something to think about. Because I really looked back at that. Like, me and my girlfriend watched Jersey Shore like a few months ago, and we were looking at each other like, this was pop. This was the biggest thing in the world. And it was like retarded. Does that make sense? Like, Jackass was beyond the ether, guys. It was fucking big time shit. Does anybody in the queue right now want to hop in and talk about any of this? Or are you guys chilling? Just raise your hand. I could see you. People who are calling in. All right, Carlos, you're going to come on for a second. I'll give you someone a chance to. Also, if you guys want to call in, Nestor, we leave the link in the chat for them.
Yeah.
Carlos, you're coming on, Big Daddy. Talk to me.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. What do you got for us? What's your hot take?
I got a pretty big hot take. I actually spoke to you a year ago.
Oh yeah. What's up?
I'm a single dad of 4 kids.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember you.
So it's just I could talk about the jackass thing, but you said you like a story too.
Whatever you want to bring up, just lay it on us.
Sweet. So, being a single father, I've been doing this for almost 4 years now because I had a divorce back in 2022. So I've had full custody this whole time. And the main reason I got full custody is because of violence, because my ex-wife had got with somebody that was violent, beating her up and stuff like that. So I had to step in and wasn't going to let that happen to my kids.
What percentage of people are, can you look that up, Nestor? What percentage of men are single fathers? He'll look it up. Keep going.
It's like 1.5 million to 7.6 million, I think.
Okay. So you're a rare breed. So, anyways, keep going.
But, doing all this by myself, and how I had to step in for my kids, it's just domestic violence towards children with someone that the girlfriend or the ex-wife gets with is really high. Really high.
You probably watched a lot of Jackass.
I have watched. That used to be what I loved. Wild Boys, Viva La Bam.
Yeah, that's okay. So, all right, keep going. My bad.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, it's just the statistics are so high for child abuse when they're with the mother. The perpetrators of child abuse are the mothers. And then it goes down to, both parents, and then it goes down to, the other partner
will you look this up, Nestor? Fact check, make sure we double check this.
But, it just got me to thinking. It was funny, you mentioned someone's comment about making a YouTube. And I just started last week, started making videos about how fathers really need to get in their kids' lives, because the way, and this is when you said after the 2000 or COVID happened, it's just women have changed dramatically. Women they've been promiscuous, but it seems like it's just ramped up to an extreme degree.
I'm gonna Carlos, just hold on 1 second. I just want to one more time, real quick. I think hold on. We're just gonna go ahead real fast. I just want to show you guys real fast. See this? 2006. This was top shit on the radio, guys. Promiscuous girls wherever you are. This was Let's real quick just soak this in for a second. Hold on. Her hips don't lie, but she surely does. No, I'm just kidding. Just hold on. Get your freak on. Oh, it gets better. Toxic. This was a number 1, dude. People were waiting in the morning, guys. On MTV, they were waiting for this to come on at 7 a.m. before they went to school, waiting for the countdown to drop it. I just want to mention that just for 1 second, just kind of point that out. Not even just that. Hold on, it gets worse. It gets worse. Shaggy, dude. Hold on, Shaggy. It wasn't me, bro. You guys seeing this shit? I was in 5th grade when this came out, and I had this CD playing. My parents let me have this, and this guy's talking about it wasn't me cheating. This was big shit. I just want to kind of bring that up because now we're at a place where it's like, I mean, dude, being a single father, that used to not be a thing, I don't think. Like, I don't think dads ever really got the custody. Like, I don't think that's a normal, like my first ever girlfriend, Frank, that's her nickname. 3 kids, 2 different dads, no custody of both kids or any of the kids. Like I hear from her every few years, and I listen to the train wreck of a life story she's got. But like, I sit there and I go, how is that becoming popular? Like, I don't know where I'm going with that. Anyway, sorry, Carlos. Keep going, bro.
Well, I mean, you mentioning that, I think now these days fathers have a good chance of getting their kids because it's just you gotta. Women usually when they leave a relationship, they go off the rails. They're sleeping with all these guys, and then they get hooked up with somebody, and then she can't tell that man go. Women don't have that ability. Where men, we're dealing with women, we can tell them get the fuck out of here. But women don't have that ability. When domestic violence happens, they can't call the cops. You know, how many times
Did
have
you
you
get
heard
that
that?
statistic?
Yeah, it looks like
Well,
it.
let Nestor cut in here. Get that statistic on the violence thing.
Yeah, it says single mother households have been found to be at a higher risk for abusing children than families with two biological parents.
That would kind of make sense. You know what's crazy? I've been in a few fights in my life. I'm not really a big. I don't really want to start no shit or be no shit. I'm pretty much like, whoa, what are we doing? Can't we just be friends here? That's kind of me. But I've honestly been punched in the face more times by women than men, or like more circumstances where a woman hits me in the face versus. Oh, actually, maybe equal. But like my point is if you would have asked me that when I was younger, I would have never been like, oh yeah, like two different women will straight up try and fight me and punch me in the face, and then I can't hit them back. I'm not going to, and I didn't because I'll go to jail. Like I know this, but that was kind of trippy when I realized that later down the road. I was like, oh dude, I've been punched in the face by 3 women, 4 if you count my mom one time, but I deserved it. First time I called her a bitch.
Ooh.
I was 15. Oh yeah, she clocked me. She actually hurt her hand. And she went to the doctor to make sure she didn't break her finger. Yeah. Dude. I was like, that's what you get. What? Anyways, Carlos, you got anything else for us?
No, it's just I think it's really important for fathers to get in their kids' lives because women, they're just doing their own thing. Like the statistics show, that does happen. There's too many stories out there. One is enough, but there's too many stories about kids getting abused by the mother's partner. And me being a single father, I hate hearing about that stuff. But I even started my own channel last week about it. So that's kind of what I want to. My goal is to change or try to change family court law. And
good luck with that.
It's not impossible.
Good luck with that. It's not impossible. It's not impossible.
It's a mission of mine. I'm going to try. Yeah. I'm a single father with 4 kids. I've been successful. So I know other fathers with lesser children.
Well, I can honestly say it's the first time, second time, because you've told me this before, but it's the first time I've seen this happen. Single father with 4 kids. Carlos, we commend you. Type your YouTube channel down in the chat. Or go ahead and say it before I get you out of here. And,
I just started it. I only have 2 videos up. I'm going to do some reactions to stuff that I was talking about with the abuse and stuff. But
what's your channel name before I get you out of here?
Lone Father Nation.
Lone Father Nation. All right, Carlos, you the man. Good luck with them kids, dude.
Thank you.
Bro, 4 kids later. Dude, 4 kids. Think about that. Just a single dude, 4 kids. Oh, I don't know if I can hang, bro. I don't think, I want to say I could do it. I do. I want to say I could do it. I don't know how old they are, but just imagine 4 young kids, just a single guy. Every morning you wake up, you go, how did this happen? Yeah. How do you even get to, seriously though? No, I'm not, it's not like an offensive thing. I guess when you're with a woman, you don't think it's going to happen. There's got to be signs though. There's got to be signs. Come on. You've stayed with some women for way too long. I know you have. I know you. I don't even know who I'm talking to right now, but my point is I've done it where it's like, I can't believe I just stayed with that person for that long, yet alone. I just couldn't imagine having 4 kids. That's how much things have changed. 4 kids is whoa.
Yeah.
It
looks like some guy in here wants to speak on that.
All right, bring him in. Pop him in. So, what's up, brother? Was it Nick, right? Oh, is he muted? Oh, shit. He's ruining the whole show. All right. He's not coming back on. Let's pop back over here. We got any good comments here? Let's see. Kind of want to keep the party moving.
Someone said leaving a woman is like leaving a job. Sometimes it's just more of a pain in the ass to find a new one.
That's so true. Like my boy Taco just called me before the show. And if you guys have been around long enough, Taco used to be Nestor. He didn't last long. But I remember he was with this, every time, like 3 chicks in a row. That's how long we've been friends. I'd be like, why don't you just break up with her? And he's like, oh my God. He's like, I'm telling you, she's going to break up with me any day now. He's like, I just can't handle it. Like, I'm just going to let her do it. And I was like, oh my, but I couldn't really harp on him because I did the same thing before. I'm just like 4 years older than him. So, but it's funny. We'll fucking do that. All right. Let's go back to this video for a little bit and then we'll get some more callers in a bit here. I see you guys waiting in there. We'll do Mac or, well, we'll do somebody next, but I see you guys waiting in the queue.
You know, we grew up on, like, I'll put it like this. When I was 18 years old, the way we threw a party was, you know, typically a new CD would come out. Your favorite artist, your favorite musician, right? They come out with a new CD. You go to FYE, you buy the CD. You throw a party. You put the CD in the CD player. You're drinking beers, doing...
Nestor, how many CDs have you owned?
Just one. and I got it when Best Buy announced they were like ending their music department or the physical music.
You've owned one CD your whole life. That's crazy.
Doing shots. Girls are dancing to the new shit.
Yeah.
You know, that's what we did. It was in our DNA to be that way. You know, we grew up watching MTV and we were just kind of like a curious social group. We did everything together. We wanted to get out there and party. And this made...
I just can't get over this because I did this, right? Like a lot of us did. I just want to point this out one more time, guys. Okay? Real quick. This is like me, like I just graduated high school. This is the biggest thing in the world, right? Like I partied, but not like this. This was like glorified, guys. Jersey fucking Shore. I just can't get over it. Like how kind of fucked up the 2000s really were, if you really look at it as a whole. Like 2009, and then let's go back to the year 2000. Fucking Jackass was like the shit in the year 2000. Okay? Not to mention, this song always drives me crazy. I kind of want to just bring this up again, just one more time. It wasn't me. I was in 5th grade and I had this CD. It wasn't me, guys. Toxic, Britney Spears. This is what I was singing. I was singing this. I don't care what anyone says. Dudes, you knew the words. It was everywhere. You couldn't not hear it. Even if you didn't want to know it, you knew it. I'm toxic. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Like, I didn't have her CD or nothing, but like, that's how much it was embedded. I'm 13, dude. Thinking to myself, I'm toxic. I just want to bring that up one more fucking time. That's it. And one last thing I want to say, if you're not subscribed to the second channel already, you see this, guys?
I love that guy's channel.
Wholesome Family Videos, okay? Second channel. But I just want to point that out, all right? Just one last time, just point that out. It kind of blows my mind because I was like just a kid. I'm just a kid watching Jackass. Then I'm just a kid singing It Wasn't Me Banging on the Bathroom Floor by Shaggy. I'm a child. Next thing you know, Jersey Shore is like, these guys rock, dude. Fist bumping. Just something to think about. That's all. That's all. Just bringing it up.
This may sound kind of weird, but for me personally, when I think of 2019, 2015, 2010, I see the sky being a very bright blue.
Oh, yeah.
I see it like a little bit gray nowadays. You know, I see the trees being a very bright green in the fall, bright orange, you know, vibrant colors. It was a very outdoorsy world, a very social world, very exciting. A lot of fun to get together with people. And obviously,
That is one thing I don't regret. Jersey Shore aside, Jackass aside, it really was. There was an event, and maybe there still are events. Maybe people are still linking up every weekend and still chasing down a dream or whatever. Maybe they are, but I don't think they are. That is one thing I will say. It was like, that was most important. What's going on Saturday, guys? I miss that. I really do. And maybe I think that's an everybody problem though. Like Nestor, you're 28, yeah?
Yeah.
When's the last time you were concerned about what you're doing on Saturday with the boys?
It's been years.
And you're young.
Yeah. Probably since college.
Oh, you're not that young.
Yeah.
You're getting old, bro.
Yeah.
You're fucked, dude. If I'm fucked, you're screwed, buddy. I'm just saying I do miss that. I can't even barely. Dude, I text my friends. I don't even answer. They don't feel like doing it. They're tapped out. It's like not a concern anymore. And then it's like I think it's like a double thing, right? Where eventually you just kind of give up. And then that doesn't help, you know? I'm gonna bring up Taco again. Every week I'd be like, Taco, you wanna go do this? You wanna go do that? Every time he's like, wouldn't even answer, you know? But I think that's happened on a mass scale. It's almost like, so that is one thing to say about back then. And maybe we were just young. But then again, I don't think so, guys. My parents, at least once a month, there was a shindig. They made sure of it. And they all had kids. There was kids everywhere. They always made sure something was going down. They were ready to have some fucking fun of some sort. And not everybody was, maybe financials, I guess. Just something to think about.
just after New Year's 2020, you know, we all know the events that transpired, the things that took place.
Oh, yeah.
And we don't have to go into details about that. There was a lot of things that took place, and it was pure chaos for 2 years. But the world has been a blur for the last almost 6 years.
Oh, for sure.
A blur,
I
yeah.
agree with that.
So anyways, it's been a blur, hasn't it?
No,
Like-
I like that. He's so fucking correct. He's so right.
Yeah.
Everything's blended. I really like what he just said about that. Because I was thinking about it. I said something recently. I was like, yeah, I was just in New York. And then I had to literally think back and go, oh, that was 2022. Like, I thought it was literally last year. Right? Like, I recently said something and I was like, oh, I was like, dude, we just went to California. And my girlfriend's like, dude, we did that a year and a month ago.
Yeah, they call that time blindness.
I was like, wait, what?
time blindness.
Yeah. Not to mention too, like, and maybe when you're older, you get so focused on work. I'm going somewhere here. Like maybe we get so focused on work that we could just get lost in that. And also, according to one of my ex-girlfriends, time is a made-up construct. It's not even real. So why are we focused on it? But I almost kind of believe her now. And maybe this happens when we get older. It's always happened. But I have a hard time even keeping track of when things happened. And maybe we're doing too much, like everybody. Like maybe everyone's just because we're working more. I don't know what that
It
is.
was weird, yeah. I remember in high school, ever since after high school, time has flown by. So I keep trying to remember what made high school, what made those days feel so long.
Maybe you just cared. Maybe people just don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to really care about summer a lot, even after high school. Even after high school, even in my mid-20s, summer mattered. Winter really mattered. Hold on, what was this one? This goes, thanks for the $5. He goes, MTV was pretty trashy and wildly popular for no reason. Them shows shaped all of us, though. They really did. But that's one thing I'm not mad about it, though. It was something, I really believe something to do with like everything being separated. I don't know if this makes sense. Tell me if I'm tripping. Who wants to call in, by the way? Anybody who wants to call in, just raise your hand. All right, we're going to get this guy,
got a
the
few in
builds
here.
guy, but don't bring him on just yet. But I want to point this out. Everything got centralized to this phone. So think of this as a visual metaphor, okay? We got this yellow TV that used to be in the living room, right? Out, okay? Then we have this computer that used to be, depending on your age, would either be in your room or maybe your parents had an office, or if it was long ago enough, it was in your kitchen for some reason, okay? Here's where I'm going. Then you had a cell phone. We're not going to go back to landline days, but then you had a cell phone, right? Okay, so remember, this is all these things I'm mentioning were separate. This is all separate entities. I'm going to go use the computer. It's like a mission. You're like, yeah, dude, you know, like kind of something to do.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe you got a phone call. Yeah, what's up, bitch? You know what I mean? Right? Little honey calling you, or just your boy, probably just your friend, realistically. Okay, most of us weren't players like that. All right. And then you had the TV, which was also, it was a mission. Like what we brought up earlier. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep bringing this up through this stream. I'm just going to call this the Jackass Jersey Shore stream. This Jersey Shore, which for some reason was just stupid popular and fucking Jackass guys, okay? That was an event, okay? That was a fucking event on the TV. You get what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm trying to say. And now everything's in here, including my friendships, not just the TV, media, including my friendships. I call one of my boys, they don't answer. I text them, usually they answer, but a lot of times they don't even answer that anymore. You know, the whole just text me thing? That doesn't even work anymore. Nestor, how many times do I text you and you just fucking ghost me? You leave me on red for 2 hours. Don't lie to me. I do it to you too.
Yeah.
How many times? At least once a day.
Twice a day, maybe.
Yeah. Nestor will text me and I'll go, I hit him up in a little bit.
Yeah. But there's no pressure.
I see it. It's right there.
Yeah. Like we're not going to ignore, like,
Yeah,
we don't see it.
something's fucking up with that. But I really do believe all of those things coming into one.
Yeah. It's a lot to keep up with.
Something weird about that, guys.
Again,
I don't like it.
we getting this guy in here?
Yeah, let's get who was it? All right, Steph builds your someone builds. You're coming in right now, Big Daddy. Talk to
Hey,
us.
what's going on? Can you hear me?
Hear you loud and clear, man. What do you got for us?
Hey, brother, I got an opinion, a hot take, and a question all in one, going back to the MTV shows, okay?
Lay it on us.
So, if you guys remember, there was a show. This is the best show that exemplifies what we're talking about here. And it's the one where it's a dating show, and the girls look in the dude's room to see how messy it is. And then they got to choose what boyfriend, right?
I remember that.
Yeah. And the question is, one, what the hell was the name of that show? Because I can't remember it.
Look that
And-
up. Look,
Wait,
Nestor.
I
Look.
don't even know how to type
See,
that.
I got everybody says Google it.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
Nestor.
right.
So show word.
They also had another one called Next.
Next. You're
They had a
next.
sh- they had a sh-
right.
Yeah, but they'd get off a person would walk off the bus and someone would be waiting there to judge them. It'd be like 3 different options, and they'd go next.
Next.
Women were
anyway,
always the best. Guy
point being-
isn't even out the bus yet, dude. Next.
Anyhow, point being, back in the day, it was the girls judging the guys on how unresponsible they are with their messy rooms. Nowadays, I think we need to look at these girls' rooms and see how messy they are. It's time to flip the script. I think we're the ones with the clean rooms nowadays with their shit together, and these girls have the shit all over the floor. I'm willing to bet.
I think most of us do. I think most of us are just fuck it. I think it's beyond just. I don't want to say it's beyond just men and women. Like we did that thing. I didn't mean for this to be a dating episode, but I guess it is really prevalent. It's kind of weird because on one end, I keep seeming to land relationships, right? If this makes sense, where it almost seems like when I'm with this girl, everything I hear online almost isn't
Room
real.
Raiders. Yes.
Room Raiders.
Yeah.
That's what the
That's what
fuck
it's
it was
called.
called.
Room
Room Raiders.
Yup.
such a weird concept for
Yeah,
a show,
yeah,
dude.
yeah. But I think something to be said though is because we're guilty too. Like most of us, like I keep saying in my 30s, I'm 36. Like the past 6 years has just flown by. I'm not 30, dude. Like I'm fucking like I'm not even. I think we might be, a lot of us might be stuck in a time, if that makes sense. Like we almost, I don't want to say peaked, but we got this mature and it's just been this way.
That's
Is that fair?
Yeah.
Is that kind of fair to say?
Hey, by the way, before you boys cut me off, I just want to let you guys know I'm a Nestor super fan. And if you don't want to be a loser, you need to cop the Caddy Daddy t-shirt, boys. Come on.
Damn
You gotta
right.
get that Caddy
Link
Daddy
down
tee.
below. We got all the
What the
sizes. Don't worry.
Hey, it was nice talking to you, man.
You too, brother.
Thank
Room
you, brother.
Raiders, dude.
Room
What a
Raiders.
fucking nightmare. Unreal. Thanks for calling in, dude. That was classic. Room Raiders, dude.
Heck yeah.
This guy goes, Jack eats bowls of cock for breakfast. How does he know that, though, dude? I'm just joking. That wasn't even funny. He watched Jackass 1, 2, 3, and 3D. Yeah. That's how I know that guy. You know what? Like dudes would like hit you in the nuts or like twist your nipple or something. You remember that?
Oh, that used to get me
I was like,
so
what's your
angry.
problem? I'd be like, that's not funny. You know?
Someone said, bro, 21 feels like unk. Can't imagine 36.
Yeah, your mind will. Here's the funniest part: when that guy turns 30,
yeah,
he'll think back and go, "Man, I remember when I thought when you were 30, you're basically dead." But here's the crazy part: is by the time you're 36, you're probably going to be stuck. There's a high probability that you're going to be still stuck in a mental state of even younger than 30. Yeah. That's how far I think things have gotten. I'm not just saying that either. Not just from my point of view. Like a lot of people around me. It's deep. All right. Who else wants to call in before we go back to the video? Raise your hand. I can see you. All right. Get that atmosphere guy in like 2 minutes. I'm trying to find this comment real quick. I don't know. Something to be said about everything though. Getting on the phone. I don't know. I'm not going to go too deep on that. We got a lot of comments, dude. Why is there so many comments here? Hold on. That's a good problem. I love you guys. Thanks for being here.
What's up for Maine?
What's he say?
He said, what's up for Maine, broski? Glad I finally found your channel. Now I look forward to it.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's so sweet.
This guy, thanks for the $5. He goes, Jack, how much money is your YouTube thing making? I ask because people want to rant for a living these days. Quit your job. Go create. Brutal. All right. Well, there's two sides of the spectrum, right? So I've been told my whole life I'm special and I should be an actor or a comedian or I should do radio. This is how long ago this was. My fake aunt wanted to pay for me to go to broadcasting school, which is now social media marketing school. That's literally what that is now. It's changed completely. So to be fair, you could either be like in the top percentile and you could make a lot of money. You could make good. Okay. The top people make a shit ton of money. I'm talking like 100 grand a month. That's not me. Maybe one day it might be me, right? But most people, I'd say around about $5,000 a month or less is what most people make. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what me and Nestor make, but we've had $20,000 months, $30,000 months, but I'm paying Nestor. I have a girlfriend, guys. You know, I have to pay taxes and all that, and it's not every month. And I'm doing brand deals. I'm fucking reading shit out. And I'm also been doing this for so long, I can't even keep track. And you're right. You can't really count on that. Every month, me and Nestor go, what are we going to make, dude? Like, please, God, can we please do, you know? So yeah, it is kind of brutal, but that's kind of the life kind of chose me. So let you in a little bit on that. And it is weird. Who would have thought you could just be doing this for a living? Like you used to have to be someone special, dude. Like you used to have to like literally be on the television, bro, right here. You literally had to like know somebody, get signed, You'd have to go try out, guys. You'd have to go try out like this. You ready? Let me show you an example. All right, so we're going to do a scene from page 1. Ricky walks in, and his friend's drunk on the floor. Go. Ricky, dude, I just shit your pants, bro. Get up. And you'd have to audition, guys. No more.
The pressure, yeah.
Yeah, you just have to talk, and people just have to like you enough for them to want to pay you some money. Thanks for the $10. I appreciate that. All right, let's get that atmosphere guy in. Atmosphere, my boy.
Hey.
Talk to me. What do you got for us?
Apostrophe, bro. Apostrophe.
Apostrophe.
Oh, apostrophe. See, I can't read.
Sure.
Yeah, my
Good.
bad.
I actually love this combo. I love. I discovered you probably like a month and a half ago.
Well,
And
welcome.
I love having combos about generational dynamics and just the state of the world and all type of stuff. Few things I just want to zip in one. I suggest everyone who's a reader go look at this book.
Marketing to Gen Z.
Yeah. So I do a lot of stuff. I love how you started off the combo about the music because I DJ. So
Nice.
there's one song on that list, bro. I'm surprised you didn't mention that like shit's on all of those. It was all over the radio.
Which one was it?
Sexy back. Sexy back.
Bringing sexy back?
Everywhere.
Oh, Justin
yeah.
Timberlake?
Yeah, that was everywhere. But anyway, I'm born in 96. This book specifically talks about pivotals, which is the bridge from millennials to Gen Z, and it's 95, 96. I'm born in 96. Just a few things. If you fall in that category, I feel like personally we're the ones who are like experimented on socially, kind of. Reason I say that is when you're talking about Jersey Shore, I'm leaving middle school, entering high school, and that was like peak, like for my age group. Like when that was on,
Wait, was Jersey Shore big for you guys? Like
Yes.
in 6th,
we're
7th grade?
in 8th grade going to
No, dude.
to high school, 6th, 7th grade, 8th grade, and the thing that made it
See, I was old enough to where I never even thought about it like that because think about this, right? Jersey Shore, you got like 6th graders at your time being like, "Yo, like."
bro.
Okay.
08,
Wait.
10, that's us.
Wait, rewind it back though. When I was in 6th grade or 5th grade, Jackass.
Well, I knew that too.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like when I look back at it, I'm sitting there going, no wonder we've got a generation of like,
Yeah, bro, that's
who
us.
gives a fuck? Like, no wonder. Like, no wonder. It makes all the sense in the world now.
We were
Keep
socially
going.
conditioned little by little. Like I can recall certain points of my childhood that's like, oh, that's why society started looking the way it started looking. If you were aware of certain things. As a kid, bro, I remember going from VHSs to see. That's why they call us the pivotals. We're the ones who go from analog to digital. We're the end of analog, beginning of digital. So I remember my childhood, bro. VHS tapes. My childhood pictures are on Polaroids. The iPod when it first came out, like I was still iPod, bro, till 2020. And that's just because I'm a music head. Yeah, exactly, bro. The flip phone. Razors with everything, but regardless of that, culturally, my specific age group, we were the pivotal moment from analog to digital, but also in 2010 when we started high school. Do you remember when phones used to come? So like you had your Razors, your Blackberries, all that. You remember when your phones used to come pre-installed with the 3 main social medias? You remember when
I've got every phone. I got every phone you could ask for. I remember them all.
What were the main social medias?
So
what were the main social medias?
Your phone used to come with MySpace, Twitter when it was like early Twitter, and Facebook.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna cut you off the screen real quick and then bring you right back on. Okay, I didn't get an iPhone until the iPhone 5 came out. I had this exact phone. This was the last brick phone I ever had until 2011 or 2012, whatever, around that time. All I know is the iPhone 5 just came out, and somebody showed me they had maps on it, and that was the selling point to me. So I never had no MySpace. But here's what I'm saying about earlier. My computer was my computer. That's where I would go on my MySpace or my Facebook, right? And then my TV was my TV, where I'd go watch MTV. Then my phone was simply just where I called people and texted them and bagged honeys. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do right there. That's right there. Give me some of that. Boom. From down. I'm joking. Not really. But my point is I really think the excitement for life, I can't pinpoint it, but I want to say 2013. Nestor, look up, when did streaming, like Netflix, when did Netflix like take over where it was like normal to be in everybody's house?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
Netflix when they mailed.
Yeah, they used to mail you DVDs. Yeah. That's been long gone.
It says mid 2010s.
Mid 2010s. So like 2015 was like the start of everything you do goes right to here. So it's almost like none of it's special. It's right here. But then amplify that by 10 years. Mm-hmm. I just want to bring that up for a second. Anyways, let's bring apostrophe back on. My bad, brother. Keep going.
It's all good. So I just want to kind of zip that up. So the three main social medias when I was entering my freshman year of high school, Twitter is still early. I don't know if you guys remember when Twitter was the Wild Wild West, when there was no censorship. You could say whatever the fuck you wanted to say, and there was no offending people and all that stuff. People used to get jokes off crazy. They took that away. And then MySpace died out, and we were like the last ones who played with Facebook a little bit. And then Snapchat came out. So
Snapchat, I've never even had it. Actually, I did have it. I did have it for like a month.
When I started my 4 years of high school, it was MySpace was fading out, Facebook, Twitter. By the time I ended, it was Snap, Instagram came in, and Twitter. So then after when we first become adults,
how do you even keep up with that in high school though? That's what I want to know. Like,
so like the culture, that's what I'm saying. If you're in a class with me during that time, culture is naturally shifting before your eyes. You have to adapt to it.
Yeah, I guess it's just normal. Just normal for you.
And so,
okay, keep going.
By the time we graduate, bro, I have 2 years of like the old way of what society was before we see the first celebrity become a political figurehead that we've never seen before. And so
there was Ronald Reagan way before us, but
not in my lifetime though.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
And then so from that point we were like, okay, well, we can pretty much do like anything's possible, or we don't know what lies ahead of us. But anyway, 2016 is kind of where the streaming stuff. I remember like that's when everyone started getting Fire Sticks for their sports stuff.
Yeah, it took over, dude.
Netflix, all that transition
took over.
What I noticed the most since 2020, where it's like night and day, bro, is socializing. And this summer, like I put a real highlight on it where I started having conversations with people in public. I'm in LA. So like when we go to clubs, lounges, rooftops, bars, whatever, for some reason this summer stuck out where it's like there's literally a divide. You can walk into space. It's like all the women and their friend group is on one side, and then all the dudes are on the opposite side, and there's very little like intermingling. Everyone's on their phones. Everyone's trying to just look too cool to socialize. So I started having conversations when I would approach women. I'd be like, have you noticed like a difference in like how people, I would ask them like, how many dudes have came up and talked to you tonight or tried to start a conversation or whatever. And as I would have those conversations, I started realizing something clicked. The dudes that are 21, 22, 23 now, like prime clubbing years, they're 2000s babies. So probably the majority of them have never had to attempt to go have a face-to-face conversation with a woman, because by the time they're 15, 16, 17, everything's a DM. Everything's a FaceTime.
Yeah, it's almost like a cheat code too. Like I've experienced this too. Like I'm old, but you know, I still experienced like, oh, this chick just like hit me up on Facebook. Like I know it's probably in the bag. I feel like this is almost kind of like the it's almost like if they don't text you first or DM you first, it's almost like what's even the point? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like
but
I have to have confirmation first.
what I'm saying is
Which
real
keep going.
they lack the real life skills. So like some of us in my age group, even though 96 and 2000 is only a 4-year gap, it's like two different worlds in the sense where they like the 96 group, 96 to like 98, we can adapt both ways. Like we can shoot our shots or do whatever online, and we can also have the ability to do it in person. But like that 2000, 2001, 2003, it's like their social, like their spatial awareness, their socialization, like all that stuff is like, it's shot.
Yeah, it's like they're sitting next to each other, but they're texting each other to talk.
And
no, I'm just kidding.
Forward,
but maybe
going forward, it's like it's kind of like just up in the air. Like we don't care anymore, and that's what I can see is like, I think humanity or society at this point is a lot more serious than what it used to be. Like life wasn't as serious, or we didn't hyper focus on like a lot of things that we.
That's where I was getting at earlier about like maybe that's a big part of it, because I used to care more. I'm getting back to that, but I used to care a lot more about, yo, what are we doing this week? Or like, what's your plans? Like, what's going on? Like that was way more important than like, for instance, this morning or last night, I go, Nestor, we got the live stream going tomorrow. Everything I do now is kind of just work. And it's not that I don't try to, but like everyone's busy all the time. And two of my best friends seem to just work 7 days a week. And then, you know, meeting new people is always hard. Like I literally just went on a skateboarding date with a guy I've never met who works with my girlfriend. And him and his girlfriend work at this place. And he was like, yeah, I skateboard, but I don't have any friends. And she's like, my man skates. You guys should skate together. And literally we did. We went skating together, and it felt, and we were joking about
it's
it.
like networking, but
yeah,
for
we were
friends.
joking about it in the car going to the skate park. Like good first date, right? I'm not kidding. That just happened. It was kind of odd.
As well.
But where are the friends at? Like it's almost not important anymore. And it's kind of a weird, and then I kind of just gave up. I'm kind of like, well, I guess I'll just hang out with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Like a loser.
In a nutshell,
that's not a loser.
We're adapting with the internet. I don't know if you've heard like how the internet we're in like Web3 now, Web3 phase.
Yeah.
Like humanity, and that's the thing, like my timeline starts parallel with the internet. So it's like we're going through ups and downs, and we're like adapting. It used to be your stuff in your computer stayed in your computer, and you go outside and live real life. And then they switch the system to now like everything based in your life, like your life based in your.
It's with you at all times. But anyways, man, Apostrophe, I appreciate you calling in, dude. We're gonna keep the show moving. But I like that take, man. I really do.
Peace.
He's a wise man from downtown. All right. Oh, we got a big one here. $100 from downtown. There's no point to this. Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you, dude. $100. That means the world to me. Honestly, this guy's fucking rich.
Yeah.
All right. There's something to be said though about and I'm getting better at it. Nestor, when you came over the other day, Nestor came over just to help me hook up a PlayStation because I've never fucking done it before. I wanted to play Grand Theft Auto Vice City from 2002, but I wanted to play it on a PS5 because the graphics.
Yeah.
Because I want to just like shut off my mind and not think about anything. And I've got nothing to do. Not really nothing to do. But when he came over, I was literally watching Miami Vice from the 1980s. But I've been doing that lately, not every night, it's not for hours on end, but I'll put on an episode, and it's such a slow pace. And I like make sure I put my phone away. And but I'm noticing with myself, it's almost hard to not want to reach for the phone and look up like vintage lamps on eBay, or like also do this while I'm doing this. You do that a lot too.
So,
Everyone's, I
It's
think
so
most
hard.
people. What were you gonna say?
No, it's so hard how it's like even if it's not near me, it feels like I'm missing something.
Yeah, dude, it's
sick.
and I know it's not just me.
Yeah.
It's not just me. And it's not just Nestor, right? It could be Nestor's fault. I don't know. Maybe we can't trust him. I'm just joking. Just something to think about, though.
Someone said, "Fire Nestor before he backstabs you."
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
Bailed at the first sign of trouble.
All right, right here. This one goes, I have never done social media, and I'm glad too, because I have conversation skills and I meet way better people in real life. I can go anywhere and talk to anyone and vibe. I think we all can. I'm just saying, I think this is kind of like a byproduct, though. Like it's, I don't know how to explain it. There's no way I'm going to solve anything. I can only do it for myself. I can't like go and save a bunch of people and be like, let's all leave the phone at the house and meet up at the beach. You know, I can't, it's not going to work. No one's going to do that. Maybe they would, but like, you won't even leave your house without your phone.
You feel like you gave up with keeping up with friendships and people?
No, I still make an effort, but I have given up on like, yo, pop, like wouldn't you love to just pop in on your best friend? Just show up, just knock on the door. Well, I can't do that. My best friend's got a small kid now, and I don't know if his wife's going to get pissed because she's having a bad day. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one's the same thing. It's not like they're not in charge of their own destiny. Like no one's popped in at my house and just showed up in ever. In 20 years, this hasn't happened. And I don't know, maybe I should do that. Maybe I should try that out. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Let's get back to LFA. If you guys don't know who this guy is, I'll leave his channel link below, but I really like this guy. It's kind of just like a slower pace talk guy. And I enjoy that kind of stuff. I like to listen more than watch, if that makes sense. All right, we'll get Ishmael. You're going to come on next. My homie Ishmael's in there. I didn't even see him. I hope he hasn't been waiting that long.
Like if you think about the last 6 years, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and now 2025 is pretty much over with. Complete blur. It's like, where did the time even go? Well, what happened, and not just to talk about the real timeline events that took place, you know, we all know.
Oh, we know.
All the politics, all the things going on globally. I don't even like to use these words. They trigger people. All the division, you know, all the information and disinformation and crazy stuff that was coming out. It screwed with people pretty bad. Okay, and this is the thing. You may have looked at your friends and family, even maybe yourself, definitely your coworkers, and these people might have been good friends of yours, right? You might have looked forward to seeing people when you walked into work, having conversations with them about random things. But what was happening was people would open up their phone and they'd go on TikTok or Twitter or wherever, and they'd go down a rabbit hole. They'd watch maybe 25 one-minute videos all about a particular subject. Very powerful, high-impact one-minute videos.
I want to just bring this up because this is something, I kind of did a video on this on the second channel if you don't follow it, but usually I watch stuff like this, or I literally watch TV, dude. Like I watch shows that look like they played on this TV in that time realm. Not all the time. I watch new shit too, but I like more of a longer kind of chiller listen, really soak it in like it's an event. And this is a big reason why me and Nestor are trying to we're still doing commentary videos and stuff, but it's become so much with scrolling on TikTok so that I could find videos to then string along. And even if a lot of you guys are like, I don't use TikTok, I don't use Instagram. Well, if you watch videos that play clips like this, then you do. You're just watching it in a curated form, and you don't have to see the other 100 of them you had to pass by that were just nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do that, it still fucks with you, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it's the very similar to slots in Vegas.
Yes,
you're going.
It's
you're
on
looking.
purpose. Like how we were talking about Facebook, MySpace. Facebook and MySpace aren't even Facebook and MySpace. It's not even what it was intended for.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just media now. And me and Nestor know this because we're also posting there as if we're just treating it like, well, it's a version of TV and we're TV people. So just throw it up. Just shit it out. Right?
Yeah.
But he's going somewhere with this, but just a big reason why we wanted to bring the live streams back and kind of have more people calling in, just do something different. I'm like, I gotta do something different. And also I need to get away from the goddamn single clips. He said watching 25 of them, dude. I mean, me and Nestor will go through, I can't even tell you how many, just for you guys to see 6 of them.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that.
And as a consumer, I'm not bitching here, guys. I'm just trying to explain as from a consumer standpoint, I would never. Like I would watch people, maybe other people doing clips on YouTube and like playing 5 or 6 clips. Yeah, here and there, but I would never just go scroll through 125 videos in a day before. Before this, I would have never fucking ever. Never have I ever put a finger down.
That puts into perspective why clip style is kind of popular, because it kind of, you do
It's
the work
addicting
for the other person in a way when it comes to the topic.
Well, it's also entertaining. It is entertaining.
Yeah.
But that addiction aspect still holds true, even if it's a fucking long YouTube video.
That is true.
Like even with people calling in, it's fun. I'm talking with you. We're popping comments on the screen. We got this we got this guy. Right? But that's something that's been driving me nuts lately, and I've chosen to just kind of go, okay, let's chill it out and do try some slower pace stuff. And hopefully you're having fun.
About politics or about female nature or dating and relationships or really anything, right? Name the conspiracy. They'd go down the rabbit hole. And they would come into work, you'd say hi to them, and they would hate you. They didn't want to talk to you. You now represent something that they saw on their rabbit hole, something that they're not supposed to be friends with, something they don't get along with anymore. Right? And you started to see this take place everywhere you go. Right? The people that used to smile and wave at you and fist bump you, now they're hesitant. They kind of look at you sideways. You know, they're not as social anymore. And something you'll notice is...
Something you will notice. Headphones have always been around. People wearing headphones. I get that. But it's at an extreme level now. I'm wearing them right now, just so there's no echo here. But usually I'm not a headphone guy. I literally made Nestor bring these over from his house because I don't have any. You get what I'm saying? And maybe I should. Maybe I should get some headphones. But like when I go out places, when I go for a walk or I go skateboarding or I go do something, especially when I'm walking the dog outside or I go to the skate park, everyone's got fucking headphones in. I don't go to the gym often, but when I do, everyone's got fucking headphones in. So it's almost like, even if you were to say hi, they got headphones in.
Yeah. It's like inconvenient. Like, what do you want?
Yeah. It's that's just kind of something that's a little new. And I know headphones have been around forever. The newspaper, I get that, but you can't deny that though.
If you were to document their political beliefs or their beliefs in a higher power or God or dating and relationships, if you were to document their point of view on all of these subjects, like every 60 days, you would see that their opinions on things, or their whole identity, would make these 180-degree shifts, these 90-degree shifts, these left to right, to up to down, all over the place. And every time they would go down a rabbit hole and their perspective of the world would change, their identity would change, and who they trust would change, who they want to talk to would change, you know, who they would vote for would change, who they would date would change. And it's like people were all of a sudden, these antisocial creatures, stuck on their phones going down these really weird journeys. And they're looking at information that isn't even backed by any source of authority, right? It's just like, it used to be a joke when you would say, you're just a dude in your mom's basement. Like in 2012, if somebody was uploading content and it was just a dude in his mom's basement, he'd get made fun of. But over the course of the last 6 years, people trust a dude in their mom's basement more than they trust somebody on the news, on the air, on antenna news channels.
He just said on antenna news channels. He's got a point, but there's way more normal people, or people, metaphorically, people in their basement than there are sophisticated, funny talking people on, network television. So that kind of makes sense. You know, like that Asmongold guy.
Yeah.
He's just like exactly what this guy just said, basically. But he's famous. But there's way more of those dudes. So it kind of makes sense.
But
like,
why do you think it is people gravitate towards someone like Asmongold?
Because it's like, oh, I'm like that guy.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm not like the news anchor,
No.
right? Like I don't talk like that. I don't
You don't dress like that.
Yeah. So
unrelatable.
yeah, that's something I like how he said that though. That it's kind of things have changed. Times have changed.
Yeah.
It's crazy, and the reason why I'm bringing millennials in particular into the picture is because right when that time period took place, the youngest millennials were about 23 and the oldest millennials were about 38. So the oldest millennials were right there at the end of their party phase. You know, some of them were married, settled down, and had careers. And for the rest of them, it was like now or never, do or die time. Either you meet that person that you're going to be with and you settle down, you get your career going, or, whatever. Maybe you don't. But it's now or never time, right? And for the youngest millennials, they had just graduated college. They were in that age group. They were 23. So they were about to become professionals, managers and directors and all that. So what I'm saying is this is the time period when it was actually getting close to being time for millennials to pass the torch. Every generation passes the torch, but usually it's a process, and you're well aware of the process, and you're ready for it. But for millennials, we were young in 2019, and then when we came back out of the house a couple years later, we were old. We were out of style. We were yesterday's news, and we didn't realize it. And you would see our women, and I'm not one of these people that likes to talk about women hitting the wall. Women in my age group have a legacy that I consider equal to my own in my life. They've made an impact on me. I grew up with them. They're very much part of, my culture, my identity, everything I grew up with. I consider them close to me. And I consider all millennials, we're tied together in a certain way. But when I look at the women in my age group, getting on their phones and uploading content, not in a way like, it's okay to share your thoughts. If you turn a camera on and you share your thoughts, and you actually have interesting things to say.
We said this earlier. It's almost like everybody is a TV show. Like everybody just talks to their phone and posts it. Not everyone, literally, but it's so much that it feels like it's just so normal. The selfie has gone so far. And not even just that. I'm going to bring this up again. I'm going to bring this up again. We're all like Gen Z. I can't even imagine. Imagine being Gen Z and you graduate during COVID and you walk your graduation. You're walking down the aisle via FaceTime. You get what I'm saying? Or you graduate college through a screen. You know, like I graduated high school 08, 09 crash, right? That's no big deal. I didn't have to do it through Zoom. You know what I mean? Like like it's kind of crazy to think about, but if you even think about the women, even God, what the fuck just happened? What did I just do? Nestor, what'd you do, bro? Okay, but here's what I want to say. We're all been impacted by this. And I think that's why so many of us have waited. And I hate to keep bringing this up, but Promiscuous Girl was a hit song, guys. It was fucking huge. Get Your Freak On. Toxic by Britney Spears. Man Eater. I don't want to keep saying them, but I do want to paint that picture for you because I was impacted by this too. Me. But it's you. Like all of us, we're kind of guilty. And when you hear that guy say like, we just came out after COVID and all of a sudden we're old, that happened to all of us. Like all of us just woke up one day and we never like getting it together and taking it serious didn't happen until we woke up and it's like, oh, I'm 32. Fuck. I gotta like get serious here. I don't have kids. I don't have a girlfriend. That happened to a mass amount of people. Mass amount of people. Nestor, how many people in your friend group at your age, how many people have kids or are married or any of that?
Well, I grew up in church, so about half. But all my friends
only half of the church, guys.
Yeah.
It used to be 100% of the damn church. But I'm saying like in general, though, people in your age group.
Yeah.
It's probably like nobody. You probably make us look good. I just wanted to kind of bring that up.
Yeah.
That's all. Just something to be said about that. Like we're all kind of victims. I kind of miss not giving a fuck and just like Jersey Shore, dude. Jackass, bro. What's Steve-O gonna do next, dude? Or Bam. Remember Bam Margera? Do whatever the fuck I want. Or whatever is. That was like on TV. That was his slogan. What is he gonna do next?
I think that's awesome. But when I see people just trying to get attention, like it's obvious when you look on their face. You see a 39-year-old woman and she just wants to be hot and she wants attention. She wants everybody to like her pictures and, you know, treat her the same way they treated her when she was 25.
But here's the thing though, guys, think about it. She grew up with that. I'm 36. When I was 13, women were on MySpace hoping that people were liking her pictures and commenting.
So do you think it's
her whole life, my whole life, probably most of your life, definitely all of Nestor's life has been consistent in that one thing. I hope they like my photographs on fucking name the platform.
I thought about that though the other day of how like for in that instance where a girl can be addicted to male attention like digitally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like that's where she gets her validation maybe, you know what I mean?
Most of us do though.
Yeah.
Like most of us do. Like if I wasn't doing this modern day television, guys, which is this, you could go on my Instagram right now. There's maybe a couple photos of me doing something. You won't know. If I go to New York, you won't know. I could tell you about it, but you're not going to fucking know about it because I posted a picture. You're never going to know I went to dinner. You're never going to know because I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm doing this because it's a job, you know, and I'm okay. I'm somewhat good at it. or some people think I'm good enough to be worthy to do it. But if this wasn't the case, I wouldn't even bother. I grew up with it my whole life. I'm like, I don't need to post a fucking another picture of myself. I don't even want to see myself. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even take a selfie. You know, I'm with my girlfriend or something, and they're like, "Oh, let's take a photo." I'm like,
Can you tell the story about how the girls were taking pictures of you at the beach or something?
"Oh, you mean on the boat?"
Yeah. She's like,
"Oh,
"Just for
yeah,
your
I'm on a
Instagram."
boat." This chick goes, "Come jump in the water, get in this picture." I go, "I just got out. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm all right. I'm on a boat with my other friend." And she goes, "Okay, well, it's almost like you were never even here then." And I go, "What? I'm literally at the, like, am I at the beach for fucking a bunch of people to think I'm at the beach, or am I at the beach to, or on a boat to be on a boat? Which one is it?" Like, that's something I can never wrap my head around. Like I'm not going to dinner so that people can know I'm going to dinner.
Yeah.
You know, we were joking about that with the EBT stuff. Remember, like, people were like, "Come fucking spend my EBT at the store."
Oh yeah.
I was like, could you imagine, like, if I just posted that, you know, like, but like, I'm just going shopping though.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just, it's so odd if you think
just
about
pulling
it.
a phone out selfie style in Walmart.
But then we broke it down even further when people post like a fancy dinner. If you really thought about it, it could be like, the picture could say, "This dinner costs as much as your weekly grocery bill, bitch." Like, we broke it down so far though. We're like, well, are those people any better then?
Yeah.
They're just not saying it. I don't know. I'm just kidding around, but it's a little much. We could all agree on that. Anyways, all right. Let's keep it cooking. We'll take one more caller. We'll get Ishmael in here in a moment.
Nick is back if we want to.
Oh, Nickelodeon. We'll get Ishmael in and Nick at the end,
All right.
and then yeah.
But they're not going to do that. So you see this blank look on her face. She's just devastated and in shock because something took place. 2019, she was young. Then it's a blur. Nobody told her she was getting older. But suddenly, this is just how fate decided to pass the torch, right? We entered this new realm of people going through these rapid fire mental transformations
Hey, Ishmael, you're coming on next, bro.
by going on social media. And people are confused and they don't know where time's going. You know, they feel lost. So you see these women out there doing that, and you see a lot of guys doing this too. And I have to really be cautious and look at myself in the mirror to make sure I don't become this. But a lot of guys, you know, millennial guys that are like 40 years old, broke as a joke, fake flexing, right? Don't get me wrong, it's cool if you have a large following and you make a lot of money. You know, you hustle. I respect it. But, you know, it doesn't make you like the icon that you think you are, right? It's just a fake flex, really. Even if you make quite a bit of money, it's still, money's kind of fake anyways. It's a fake flex. You know, I see a lot of guys doing this too. A lot of these, like...
It's so funny how, like, lifestyle of the rich and famous and, like, money was such, like, it was almost an advertisement, even in television and everything. And now it's almost becoming almost opposite of that. Like, people don't want to see it. They don't want to see it. I'm not talking about the entertainment aspect, but like everybody I know has, like, we all have a bunch of stuff that we really can't afford, but that's also a product of how we were brought up. Everybody had a bunch of stuff they couldn't afford, or at least in that middle class, whatever that means. That was the truth. That's just how it is. And it's gone to an extreme where somehow, I'm not even going to go too deep on that, but I do think that's kind of how we were brought up. I really do believe that. It was almost like it's just normal. You just get the car and you get the thing and you get the stuff, even if you can't swing it. I don't know where I'm going with that. I apologize. Ruining the whole night.
It's like faux alpha kind of guys. And it's as if they don't realize the torch has been passed. You're not it anymore. The problem is we passed the torch to Gen Z, and the party never started with them. You know, they're worse off than we are from the get-go. And you know what's really crazy? The timeline that we were on was actually going on a pace that was set up for millennials to pass the torch in a really gracious way. Do you remember what was considered spicy in 2018, 2019 in terms of content? Like controversial content, like you would watch certain creators and be like, man, these guys are freaking based. I mean, get a load of this. Like, imagine how much things have changed in the last 6 years. In 2019, we considered Jordan Peterson and Joe Rogan to be like based, edgy truth tellers. Clean your room. Make your bed. Don't forget to get the dirt from under your fingernails. Rinse your dishes off before you put them in the dishwasher. All right, the last two he didn't say, but you know, clean your room and things like that. We considered that edgy when Jordan Peterson would tell us things like that, because the metaphor was get your life in order, grow up, you know, pay your bills, get out of debt, start your career, right? He had a good message, and nobody had really told millennials to grow up. They told us the opposite. They told us to go to college just to go to college. It's the best time of your life, right? Just go to freaking college. They didn't even tell us to pick a career. They just said go to college. So most millennials went to college, and most millennials didn't graduate, but they still got the college debt. They told us to have sex, as much sex as possible, and we did. But they said use condoms. So most millennials didn't start families.
This guy's the best, dude. We can't watch this whole video. I encourage you to finish it out because it is good. But remember the Jackass guys. This was big time shit when we were kids. And I never want you to forget Jersey Shore. Speaking of sex, not to mention everybody was doing fucking Oxycontin at this time. I think this guy was addicted to it. Biggest star in the land, right? Just promoting fucking. They all had sex with each other on television. You heard the guy earlier that called in. He was in 6th grade. All of his boys were hanging around. These guys were it. And guess what? A lot of people did go to college, and they were watching this. Oh my God. If you look back at it, it does make sense. It kind of makes sense with like the Jordan Petersons of the world,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's like,
Saying like these father figures in a way.
oh my God. I encourage you, LFA. That's the guy's channel's name. LFA. I'll leave the link to him down below. I'm going to take one more caller. Ishmael, you're coming on, but like, I just can't believe it when I look back at it though. Like the stuff, even the music. I think back to, I hear some of it now, and I'll be singing the words. Like this one song that I heard recently, do 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 do. That song's about crystal meth, and it literally says crystal meth in the lyrics. That was on the radio every day. I was 12 singing that song. Do 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 do. It's about crystal meth, dude. I couldn't believe it. I just found this out recently. I'm not kidding. I just found this out. I read the lyrics and I was like, subliminal messages. Be like Jersey Shore. You are Jackass. All right, Ishmael, you ready? We're going to wind down the show. Take one last caller here.
I think Nick is ready.
Wait. Okay, we'll get Nick. Nick's coming on. Nicky Longlegs. Nickelodeon, you're live, buddy. Talk to me.
Can you hear me?
We hear you loud
There
and
we
clear,
go,
man.
yep.
What do you got
Oh,
for
thank
us?
goodness. Yeah, sorry, my phone got stolen. So I have a new phone. I haven't like fixed all the settings on it yet.
Oh, what if it got stolen while he was on the phone calling in? And he just fucking jumps him. That would
Live
be a
robbery.
TV show, and all the kids would be like, "Yeah, fuck that guy, bro."
But no,
No,
I
no,
wish it
don't-
was working back when Carlos come on, because I have a story for you. I'm actually one of four, and I was raised by a single dad.
You're an
So-
anomaly.
So I know exactly what, from a kid's point of view, what it's like for the father to go through that.
That's crazy, man.
So, like you, Jack, I actually lost my mom when I was 11 years old, and
Oh, well, I
watched,
lost my mom at 30, a little bit different. I want to
Yeah.
say being 11 is pretty drastic. Anyways, keep going.
but no, like I literally watched my dad go through the horrors of raising four kids by himself, and it literally put him through so much suffering and pain. Like, he dedicated his entire life to raising us, and sadly, he succumbed to alcohol, and then he passed away about 3 years ago.
Jeez, I'm sorry to hear about that, man.
Yeah, so like I said, like it's kind of funny. That's why I like watching you, because we're both 35 and we both lost both our parents.
Oh, I'm 36 now. I
Yeah,
graduated.
I'll be 36 in December.
No, for a long time there was a running joke where like I would say my age and people would be like, "We know you're that old," so I stopped saying it. I tried every other way to not say my age. I like it was like an inside joke for a little bit. If you know, you know.
But no, thank you for giving me the chance to come back on and just share that quick story for you.
Of course, man. I remember you calling in way back when I used to do these originally.
Oh
used to
yeah,
call in a bunch,
chatted
yeah.
with you quite a few times. I'm glad you brought back the lives. That's honestly, going back to your roots. That's really where you really made it. So I'm glad you came back to that.
Yeah, it's it was hard trying to get, like, it's not the best, right? Like I got to get used and get the show good, and which I'm committed to it now. Trying to find a just so you guys know, every Tuesday night, Friday night, Tuesdays we're gonna do kind of a mix of a live show, call in, and regular videos that you usually see, kind of a blend. And then Friday night's just going to be open call in show. It's just going to only be people calling in.
No, I think
But
this
Nick,
is
I
a
appreciate-
good concept.
Yeah,
Mixing like watching a video while incorporating people into it. I think that's a really good idea.
Yeah, it's hard, but we're trying to figure it out. So.
No, you're doing a great job. So kudos to you guys. Keep up the great work. And yeah, hopefully in the future, I'm on more lives you have.
All right, brother.
Awesome.
See you next
Thank
time,
you,
Nick.
Nick.
You're the man.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. It's we're learning. We're gonna get good at this, and I'm gonna figure it out, and we're committed. But Tuesday nights are gonna be like this. Friday nights just gonna be open concept. Thanks for the $25 from Jackie Chan. Appreciate that. Thanks for being authentic, buddy. Hope the YouTube stuff cleared up. Yeah, we got the YouTube thing all situated. I appreciate all you guys. Everyone that bought a shirt, everyone that's joined the Patreon, donated. Another way that you could support without any money, which I don't care. Thank you just for being here. But the second channel, I just want to say it again. It's no Jersey Shore, but wholesome family videos. So just want to throw that out there. Okay. Just in case, because we're posting a little bit less, but we're kind of posting to both channels just to like even our odds out in case anything ever happens again. To the guy's question earlier when he was like, "How much do you make on YouTube?" It's like, you could either make a lot or you could be praying that you make enough. It's kind of just
either or.
Yeah, it's weird. You know, we're not like famous. We're no Jersey Shore here. You know. What else we got? Ishmael, you back? We're gonna get Ishmael on, and we're gonna end the show with Ish. I'm just trying to get through one more comment. Are you deep all the way at the bottom of the comments?
Yeah, I'm updating. There's some people saying the chat was lagging a bit, but
Yeah, this is real deep, dude.
new comments.
Oh, there we
I'll
go.
bring it down.
Yeah, I was trying to find this.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $5. It goes, took your advice and uninstalled all doom scroll apps from my phone. Also deleted the Counter-Strike crack from PC today. It was a long as fuck, dude.
Counter-Strike.
I didn't even bring this up, but the phone, you could also play video games on here. Yeah. So I no longer have Instagram or TikTok or anything on my actual phone, and I just have it on. I have a work phone.
Yeah.
I treat it like a landline. It's a cell phone, but that's where it's like if it's time for work or it's time to consume content, I do that, or I just literally turn on a TV. And I don't think video games are as bad as people say they are. At least you have to think about what you're doing, and you're not just sitting there watching Jersey fucking Shore. If that makes sense. We kind of talked about that recently, right? Like,
Yeah, well, sometimes people shame video games. So it's
Yeah.
the same people that watch Netflix or movies.
yeah,
Like,
for
it's-
hours on end,
Yeah, it's-
just mindlessly.
Yeah, so it's like the same concept.
Guilty. I'm not a big gamer, but recently I kind of got back into it, playing a few times a week, which I'm playing Grand Theft Auto, guys, which came out when I was in 6th grade. Well, it came out a long time before that, but Vice City came out in 6th grade. And in 6th grade, I'm playing a game where you rob people, you kill people, you're selling drugs. Add that to the list. Add that to the list. What happened to this generation? I don't know. Thanks for the $5. He goes, Jack, what's cracking? Just wanted to say my girl and I love your show. See, wholesome family videos. I appreciate it. A lot of couples watch this show. All right, Ishmael, you're coming in, Big Daddy. You're gonna end out the show.
All right, and then
Ishmael, my boy.
I'll send you this link as well to apply. What's your email
He's in a
address?
business call.
Wait, yeah. He's closing a deal right now, guys. Hold on. What's he? He's closing a deal. No, dude. All right, this is my homie Ishmael.
He's on the
I'm
clock.
kicking up.
He's on the
I'm kicking.
clock.
He's literally closing a deal. If you guys actually need health insurance, I'll leave the link to his website down below. He's my boy. But we're winding it down, guys. I appreciate you all being here. Ishmael is my guy. I'll leave his website in the description.
There's this guy with really cool sunglasses. Can we just bring him in real quick?
Oh,
real
I
quick.
can't handle anymore, Nestor.
Wait, what is it?
Oh, okay. I like them. Hey, call in Friday though. I'm gonna let you have a whole ramble. I gotta shut the show down. This guy's the man.
What's
though.
on his eyes?
I don't know, Nestor, but I am losing my bearings here. I gotta wind this out.
All right.
Thank you for the $2. Remember, you can go drive Uber or go to the oh my god. Okay. That's hilarious. Last story of the night. We're winding this down. This is before 2020 happened. Okay. So I'm driving Uber. This is about 8 years ago. And I'm in California. I'm near the Hollywood Hills. Very rich people up in the hills. I picked this old guy up, right? He had to be like 75. Not too old, but he was getting there, like Donnie Rickles. He's getting old, right? So I'm driving this guy home, and I feel like he's flirting with me. And it's late night. It's like 1 a.m. He'd been drinking, and he's kind of making some sexual innuendos to me, like a little bit more. You know when someone's flirting with you. And I'm just being nice, you know. We're going up Laurel Canyon, which is like Beverly Hills, like rich people shit. The higher you go, the richer they are. So we're getting to the tippy top. And remember, when you're driving Uber, taxi, and stuff, you're thinking maybe I'll get a tip, right? Well, so is this guy. So I pull up to this monstrosity of a fucking house with this like big Batman looking gate system. And he like buzzes the gate, and I'm driving in, and so he's going to get out, and he literally says exactly what this guy just said. He goes, well, you could either keep driving for Uber tonight, or you can come upstairs and take a shower. The choice is yours. And I literally look, I swear to God, he said this to me. And I go, I couldn't help it. I was just like, I showered earlier, dude. Like, I appreciate that. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I immediately, I'll never forget that. I should have called Taco right now and see if he remembers that. Anyways, hell of a show, guys. I appreciate you. Thanks to everybody who bought a Caddy Daddy shirt. Everybody that's subscribed to the second channel means the world to me. Okay, wholesome family videos. All right. I'm trying to speed run that to 100K. Just fuck it. But yeah, every Tuesday night, Friday night, 7 p.m. On Friday, we're going to just do a clean call-in show where it's just me and you guys. And then on Tuesdays, we're going to do kind of a combination domination type of thing. Come up and take a shower. That was rich.
That's
Nestor, you
hilarious.
good? You got anything?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah. It's the long caddy daddy.
Oh, that's the long sleeve. Yeah, we got the long sleeve Cadillac shirt in with it on the back hit right here. Okay. It's the Nestor special.
It's real crispy.
All right. Old men will want to have sex with you.
All
so be
right.
careful. Hell of a show. I appreciate you guys.
Thank
Good-
you guys.
Good stuff. Unreal.